Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today I'll be bringing you my review of the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark Battle Class, Shockwave, and his Spark Armor Solar Shot. And Solar Shot here is apparently some really fancy looking Cybertronian. What did I say, Cybertronian? It's a fancy looking futuristic satellite. That's what it's supposed to look like. You have like the solar panels here, and what looks to be either a radar dish or what I'm assuming is honestly a laser cannon. But yeah, this is a Spark Armor Solar Shot and the rubbery solar panels here. So I'll put them off to the side until later. And let's bring in Shockwave. And here he is in his Cyberverse alt mode, which is a sort of spider-like tank. I still don't know what the official name of this thing, but I think it's just the spider tank. That might be a official name. I can't remember now. But yeah. And I like it. I think I've heard people say that they're not big fans of this alt mode, but I have absolutely no problem with it. I think it looks neat. Certainly, at least in my opinion, I was never a big fan of the big gun as his alt mode. Same thing with Megatron. So this I'm not against. So yeah, here he is. And because this is more of a is not really a traditional alt mode, I get to show off articulation. So articulation wise, he has a ball joint there, swivel there, and a bend there, and a hinge there. Then you have swivel there, swivel here, bend there. So yeah, he has a pretty wide range of movements for his alt mode, which is pretty impressive. And also, I like this little detail of the hose, which what were the versions of Shockwave that had this? Like for a while, Shockwave had this little hose that connected to his arm cannon, and this hose is actually completely detachable. Which hold on, let me just show off a little bit more of his alt mode. It's got nice bits of detailing, very nice. It's a very solid little vehicle mode. Yeah, it's a spider tank. Tank's the vehicle. It counts. So let's get on with his transformation, which starts off by removing this hose. So if you have a problem with the hose, you can just take it off. And that's fine. And you can just reconnect this to his like other ports to do some little mixing and matching, which is neat. It's a nice little detail that they didn't have to do, but they did anyways, which is appreciated. And with transformation, it's a little obvious. First you pop off his little cannon, and then you're just essentially just straightening him out. So then you come back here, straighten out, rotate, go. Then you open this up, bring this entire thing down, bring down, rotate, flip up the Shockwavy head, and close this back up. And here we have Shockwave in his robot mode. Very simple, very straightforward, and I love it for it. So here's Shockwave in his Cyberverse design. And check out the head sculpt, detailings. Articulation-wise, it's the same as a spider tank mode, 360 there, in and out, swivel, bend at the elbow, ball joint, swivel, and bend at the knee. A very nice bend at the knee, which, again, I feel like they didn't have to give it such a deep bend, but it's very much appreciated. You can actually give him a bunch of really dynamic poses. Can't really think of any right now, but he's got them. And for accessories, besides the spark shot, you also have his arm cannon, in which you can see he just has both regular arms. However, if you just plug this on top, you can replicate his arm cannon, which is what Shockwave is famous for having. His left arm just being a cannon. Was it called the fusion cannon? No, fusion cannon was the other one. I can't remember what the blaster was called. It's been a while since I've looked that up. And then for the hose, you can just plug it there and plug it back here. And this is how the instructions and I think the pictures, like the actual box art, have the hose connected to him in robot mode, which is neat. And now we come over with the Spark Armor. And weirdly enough, there is a handle here, so you can, if you wanted to, plug the solar shot and have him just be used as a weapon by itself. That's actually really neat. That's pretty unique compared to all of the other Spark Armors that have been released until now. This is the first one I've seen in which you can use it as an actual weapon. since usually it's just an extra little figure that you take apart for armor, which is what I'm going to end up doing. So to start off, we just unplug that, unplug this rubbery piece, then you wiggle that out, and you have this piece in which you just open up, and there is the helmet bit, and these are the pieces separated. Now to combine this, you have to take off the hose, at least that's what the instructions say. You take off the hose. This piece, what was it? I think you plug it in like here. You plug this on the back, like so. And there are little notches here so you can line it up. And, oh, no. This was over here, I remember. That was there. It's supposed to be like a jetpack, I believe. And then this you plug in here, and here you plug on the side. Obviously, you can sort of mix and match whatever you want, but I'm just believe that I'm trying to replicate how the box art had it. I'm a little hazy. No, that wasn't there. And maybe I should have just looked at the box art first. Yeah, this was here. It's supposed to be like an additional cannon, so plug it directly, plug it in here. So we have that, and then this bit just plugs into his other hand, because basically, according to Shockwave, who needs hands? Just have guns for hand, that's all you really need. I mean, that's like the ultimate HUD and peck right there for computers. So, the joke wasn't ready yet. So then for this part, like all of them, you just plug it here, plug it there on the top. Then this down here plugs into these notches. And then, there we go. It's a little dark there. There we go. You see the little Shockwavy mono eye in there, cycloptic eye. And here we have Shockwave with his spark with Solar Shot equipped. And it looks really cool. Not gonna lie, I thought that the way the solar panels were used was very unique. And I'm fairly certain that this is not the official way to do it, but that's just what I could come up with. And like all others of the battle class line, of the battle class size, the Spark armor is compatible with all of the other ones. However, you do have to sort of adjust things like all of the other Spark armors. They are meant for the ones that they come with, but you can use them for the others. And so yeah, this is him equipped with short, and this might be one of my favorites. Yeah, this is one of my favorite looking designs for the battle class figures. So once again, in the Cyberverse line, Shockwave ends up being the best one, in my opinion anyway. This was really good. And this is going from a guy who really likes the battle class figures, but I wasn't even planning on getting him, but he looked so good in person that I just ended up getting him. And for size comparisons, here we have Ratchet, who's Deluxe, and Cliff Jumper, who's Legion. There we go. He would be Scout class. I think is like the old school Scout class size, maybe Legends, although I think he's a tiny bit bigger than Legends. So yeah, that's pretty much my review of this Shockwave. And what do I think? He's really good. Like always, these battle class figures have been really surprising me, and I've been really digging them. This is I still believe this is what Cyberverse should have started with from the very beginning. Yeah, awesome, solid figure. Got the articulation, the transformation is simple, and the Spark armor effect is really cool. So yeah, so this has been my review of the Transformers, Cyberverse, Power of the Spark, Battle Class Shockwave, and his Spark Armor Solar Shot. This is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out. And